house, but then I don't make it show. So even someone from the street wouldn't see that actually the main person who makes the household to run it way it is right now, it's me. It's like it's normal. So last year I had a problem with my car. And while I have a problem with my car wanted like 11,000 rand to be fixed. And it was unprepared money for me to actually pop. Then there's a baby mama in the marriage. So the baby mama also wanted help from my husband in terms of finishing off the school fees and the graduation of the child. So at the same time, we both needed help from my husband. So then my husband actually helped the baby mama. And then he didn't help me. So he said to me, no, I don't have money, but we can try to get some loans and help you and things like that. So I was like, okay, it's fine. If you don't have money, you don't have money. There's nothing I can do, but I'll try and see what I can do because I run my own business. Maybe I can see how I can patch up the things. So I take it that way, and then he said he doesn't have money, and then I made some means to make money. Then he got me some 2,000 rand from a loan, then he gave it to me. Then we add up the money and then got the car. Then December comes and then I said, you got bonuses? He says to me, no, I don't have bonus. I didn't get bonuses. And also I also didn't get my full salary. Then I said to him, I'm not stupid. There's no way that okay, with the bonuses, maybe I can understand because you only started this year. You haven't been a year into the company. So probably they won't give you bonuses. But in terms of the salary, bank statements so that I can prove that you didn't get your full salary. But company doesn't give a full salary in December. Iseng mo kae aya ko banki alo kwala account hae ya ko banki and then deleted the bank app and all that. So I get home because we were talking about this over the phone. I get home, then I said to him, okay, kupa a statement on things that you were telling me over the phone. Then he says to me, I closed the bank account and I said, okay, let's see from your app quickly because you closed your bank account, you want to move to another. And said, no, I also deleted the bank app. Then I was like, something is fishy here. So I said, okay, let's go into the bank and ask for statement. And then the guy says, no, I went there and they said they can't retrieve the bank statement because I've closed the account with them. Then I said, no, I'm not stupid. I run my own business. I know things how it works. The banks keeps the statement for the 5 years. Even though you close, they still have your information for 5 years. Then he says, no, I've been trying and they don't want to give it to me. So the whole December, from the 22nd, I've asked, when he told me that, from the 22nd until last month, this guy has been denying to get the bank statement. So then I take my kids, it was a Sunday, we take them to school because they do extra classes, they're in matric. So and then I come back and then I go into the mall and then I see, okay, this bank is open. Then I go inside, guys can retrieve a bank statement. But by the way, when he was saying that, I called 2 of my clients that they work in the bank and I put them on the speaker and they said, no, you can retrieve. There's no such things. But still, I gave him the benefit of him going to the bank to give me a statement. So then after now going back to the mall, I go to the mall. Then they said, yes, you can. Then I called him. I said, meet me at the mall. They can retrieve your bank statement. Then he got inside. He came to the mall then when we went inside. When we went inside, then they did retrieve the bank statements. Then we get home. When we get home, obviously he doesn't want to go inside the house. So I just leave him. Then I look at the statement. I'm sitting in the kitchen checking the statement. What do I find out? I found out this man, on the day that I needed money to take out my car from Komakenika because I needed that 11,000, he got his bonus. Then on the before end of the month, he gave the baby mama in the middle of the month money that the baby mama wanted, and he said he doesn't have money. When I asked him how you gave the baby mama before you, so where did you get the money? He said I went to my boss to ask for advance so that I can. I said you went to ask for advance. when I needed your help, I'm the breadwinner of the house. I've helped you financially. I've been there for you all the time. You go and ask, you've never went to your boss for me to ask for money to help me, but you went for your baby mama. And on top of that, you got your salary.
Anonymous, hold on. I
Yes.
just want us to clarify something. And let's be fair in our conduct.
Yes.
When you say, on the day that you needed money, he went and gave the baby mama money. Ngicela, let's clarify. Did he give the baby mama money for things that the child needed? Or he just said, baby mama, here's money, go do your hair. Go do things that you need to do.
He gave the money for baby mama, for the things for the children. I don't have problem with him supporting the children at all. But it's the way he did it.
But also the way you say it is also incorrect.
Oh, the way I'm saying it. Oh, okay. I'm saying it incorrectly. Yes.
Yeah, he gave. Yes. Unfortunately, he gave the child. But Kingwana, and when you married him, you knew he had a child. So it's basically your child as well.
No, I'm not disputing that. Okay. I'm disputing the fact that this man lied to me and said
your
he doesn't
husband,
have money.
Not this man. Your husband. Muna how?
I'm so upset.
We didn't choose this man for you. You chose him yourself. Your man. Okay. My man. My husband.
Hold on, Anonymous. Hold on. Before we hear another this man, let me quickly get through the news headlines. I hope Betty will be back, okay?
Okay.
Shapa.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You will just unmute it once they come back from studio. Good morning once again, people. My name is KG. Yes, my husband. My name is KG and I'm part of the team Makoya Rundown. Apologies for the hiccups in the morning. We had a bit of an issue. Radio was giving me issues this side. So, we are Makoya Rundown. If you're joining us for the first time, kindly feel welcome. Later on, we will be discussing what they're speaking about on studio, and so you will request and then we will talk. And we also have a YouTube. Go check it out. And let's do that. Do say if you're joining us for the first time, so I can say hello properly.
On the line, the Naked DJ is here, including you, South Africa. So, Anonymous and her partner have been married for 11 years, and she says she earns more than him, which is a thing that has now recently caused issues in their relationship. Now, Anonymous says she supported her partner for many years, but now he's not coming through for her in her time of need. So, Anonymous says she needs money to fix her car, but her partner instead lied to her and use the money on his children from a previous relationship to pay for school fees, supplies, and all of that, right? So Anonymous says he lied to her about not getting his bonus and getting half a salary. She feels like he's using her because she got to find out what was really in her bank or his bank statements, which was that bonus. So Anonymous, we're on the same page, right?
Yeah, we're on the same page, but the bonus was not used for everything. So the bonus, I don't know what happened, because when I look at the statement, it's like there's a lot of withdrawals. So the problem is that to answer DJ Naked, is that I don't have a problem with him. I also emphasize on him supporting his children. It's the manner of how he's doing it. You've got two ladies that need your help. He would have said to me, you know what, also the baby mama wants 1, 2, 3. I don't have a problem. Okay, I'm also needing help on your side. So now we don't have the money. So how about you go to your boss and said you want 10 rand. Then from that 10 rand, we split it up to your baby mama and to me. But then he did it the other way around. He kept quiet, he kept it a secret, and he did his own thing, and then he lied about the money. So that's what upsets me, that mostly that you lied. You never came through for me, and you lied about your bonuses, and you lied about you helping your baby mama, which I don't have a problem with it. And the fact that December, you didn't even give me a cent and you told me that you don't have money and we didn't have food and we didn't have all the, I had to cover all of that.
Okay.
But on the baby mama side, you've done something. It shows me that, okay, this one, she's got the money. She can handle herself. She always come through. I want help. I will help this one. I felt like used and left out. Like, why would you do that when I've come far with you and with the status where we are right now, from the bottom up where we are, and you never actually helped me or thought of me. How am I going through financially?
Okay.
So I'm really like, I don't know. Even now, I'm still healing from it because I can't find the whole concept of how could you just leave me like that and let me to see to myself and actually help the other lady, which I don't have a problem, but you could have helped us. When I look at the whole thing, I feel like he could have helped both of us in this manner. Go to the bosses, I need extra money or I need an advice, then come to me and say, baby, now this is what is happening. What should we do with this money that I got? Then I will say, okay, give to the baby mama what she wanted and give me this. If with my side, the money is short, obviously I would add it on so that everything that we needed to be done can be done. But don't lie to me and go close the bank account and hide the money and all that. Why would you do that to me?
Yes, you know, I feel like it's betrayal. After you guys have been through so much, it's betrayal when he lied to you. It's a huge form of betrayal, and I can understand why you are mad. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be mad. Now let's go back, ne? And Anonymous,
Yes.
Uguti, you carry on saying like your anger is directed towards the baby mama. So, Mina,
No,
it
not.
is, yeah,
I'm the
Yima.
one who said
no,
you-
Anonymous, Yima. It's because
Okay, all right.
every time when you speak in anger, it's always, how could he help this baby mama? How could he? We've forgotten that there's a child. His child. A child that you found him with, right? So,
Yes.
let's just go back a little bit. I'm thinking, why would your husband be afraid to tell you about his finances? Now we need to find out why. Why do you think he would lie to you? Just, do you know? Have you guys had financial issues before? Have you always come at him like you don't understand that he has a child? Where every time he takes out money for his children, it's looked at as it's money for that other woman, right? So,
I'm listening.
because there's certain ways that when you communicate something, when you've communicated things to us, it's like you've totally forgotten Uguti unomdwana, but you knew that he's got a child. And it's not like he's giving the baby mama money for her to go do her hair or buy handbags or whatever, right? So, where did you guys fail as far as budgeting for this child is concerned? Are you open with him whenever there's emergencies? Have you always been open with him, even previously? Is this the first time? Is this not the first time? What have you guys drawn up a budget as far as this child is concerned? So that maybe he's been scared, Hori, every time the child needs something, when you snap and then you start talking about the mother of his child. Instead of thinking, Uti, hey, yes, he is the biological father of this child. And if this child has emergencies, he might have to do something.
Okay, Papa. Let me put this way. Maybe can like it was the Sesotho. Maybe can like the way I thing. Na agna butata ka baby mama. Can I live tata like the way I had thing? And when it comes to supporting the children, can like installing mucho na support bana. So I'm the one who installing the thing. Na issue
Is there a
why
budget?
I hide that and there is a budget. I'm the one who does the financial budget in the house because he's not very good at finances. Because sometimes I can say he would never explain what 2000 a ile kae, 1000 a ile kae, with Ilang. So as it about not at all, because kenna to give to support them. So the thing is that like,
let me translate to people that can't hear. I'm a Swati man, but I will translate. So Anonymous says she does not have a problem with the fact that he supports his children. In fact, when they met, he wasn't supporting his kids, and she's the one that said, look, these are your children, you need to support them. Anonymous's huge gripe today is, why did he have to lie about finances? Why did he have to betray her and lie to her? And you know what, Anonymous? Now I'm asking myself the same question. I feel your pain. Why did he have to lie? Has he answered for why did he have to lie?
He didn't answer a question then, like answer Nekibatla. One with Kona ke ne ke kadima ditšhelete ko bo mashonisa for petrol. E be ke o kadima tšhelete ko mashonisa for petrol jwang, because ka bo o buditse nna nka ofa from the business, then re khutlisetse end of the month. Why would you go ko mashonisa? Then later on aba hai ne ke kene ko di crypto what ka re hantle story ke se
crypto. Okay.
So I can handle the story is a thing. Why would you go to crypto? Like in total, how do you get financial decision or yet only one? And you know, I'm the one who handles the finances, because I know you're not good with finances. And now we're not talking about crypto. Since when do we do that in the house?
So Anonymous's man once approached about what he's doing with certain funds. He says he went and he got some money from a loan shark, Umashonisa, or we'll just say Shonisani. So, like, hey, Anonymous, Umashonisa. So, do you believe your husband?
I don't believe my husband.
Why don't you
and the
believe?
Fact that and when I look at it, when I look at the statement, bonus is high. His bonus and his salary, it was just withdrawals. The salary, it did help the baby mama with the children. I don't have a problem. But then now, when a salary outlet bonus, you didn't even buy yourself an underwear or buy your the child that we have together. You didn't buy anything. You didn't buy the grocery. You did nothing with your bonus and your salary. Like, what happened? Did it just disappear? Because I can see it's just withdrawals. Did you withdraw because you were on leave while it's at the party while I'm at work, or buy friends and look? I don't understand. He doesn't explain that thing, or what happened to his salary and his bonus. There's no traces that you can see on the statement, or it just goes out. It goes out. It goes out.
Because now the big problem I have is that's why certain people will always get the short end of the stick. You might start hating his baby mama and his child outside, thinking, Hori, that's where all your money is going. Gandhi, you don't even know where the money is going. You don't even know where the money is going. Now I don't know where the money is going.
No, I don't actually.
You don't?
I don't hurt the mother. No, with the mother and the children, no. Yes. I'm the one who brought them in the household.
I know. Anonymous, you're not listening.
I'm just worried what he's doing with this money.
Yes, exactly. That's why all I'm saying is, in these kind of situations, that's why certain people catch stray bullets. Because at first you must have been thinking he's spending it with the baby mama and the child. But you know that that's not exactly what he's doing. So she could have caught a stray. Just please hang in there. Let's go spend some money with adverts.
And we'll be back with you, Anonymous.
No, he's going down today. It's going down. This is gonna be an interesting one. In any case, welcome everyone. Welcome. My name is KG. We are Makoya Round Down. We are here Monday to Friday, 20 past 10. We listen to Ask a Man on Metro. And later on, we have our own segment, Talk to Me Ntwana. We actually have a topic that someone requested for that we will continue from Tuesday. So stick around and, do the right thing. Follow, tap. Let's take these likes up. There's a lot of us here, 140 something of us. Let's take the likes up and let's do this.
Anonymous. My question here is, the advice that you need is, yes, we hear the financial part. In the relationship, what is advice that you need from Naked this morning?
So the advice that I would need is that at this moment, now there's no trust. I felt betrayed. I felt used. It's like, I don't see him the way I used to see him. It's like, it's someone that just, I don't know, this husband that I have in the house, because I made sure that there's communication. If there's a problem, can we communicate? Because at this moment, even at December, like, because he didn't do anything, I had to buy grocery just so that the kids cannot see what's happening in the house. Buy groceries, then I bought children clothes and things like that, so that they don't see that. But with him, I feel like it's normal right now, because I forgave him and said, okay, he's good. I said, with the money that I used, it's the money that I didn't budget for, because what we were budgeting for December is that we're going to use his bonus and the extra money that probably I will make as well to get kids clothes, stationery, and food in the house. He did none of that because he didn't have money. And now I had to go into my savings and take out money that I also put for my children, because they're in matric. There will be farewells, there will be jackets, there will be things that I need to get for them. Now I don't have money in my account because my husband actually used all his salary and bonuses to where I don't know. And now I feel like I'm still upset, because now he took us out of budget completely. He took us out of savings completely from the household. It's like now I need to start from scratch and see how we're going to get through with everything that we planned for this year.
I understand all your frustrations, Anonymous. And his behavior in marriage is totally unacceptable. You need to sit him down, and in order for us to know a way forward, you need to sit him down and say, I need to know where all that money has gone to. And there's a paper
But respect with him, he doesn't give right answers. Like, I even called the elders from the 2 street where we stay. It's a couple. He never even gave them an answer. He was just like, my husband looks at you and just stares at you. He never gives answers when he's in trouble.
Okay.
That's the thing. And that's what frustrates me.
Okay, I need yes or no answers quickly. Nah? Is he an alcoholic?
No.
Is he possibly a gambling addict? Did you see anything on those statements as far as gambling is concerned?
No.
Do you feel like, because now he's learned to cover his trail, do you think he's having an affair, Anonymous?
I was thinking about it, but then I'm thinking this man, no.
So where's all
the denial?
Money? Where is all the money going to? The extra money, and why does he continue to lie? Anonymous, if I was in your shoes, I would say, look, and there's no my money, my kids, because everything is we, because it's a marriage. I get it. So,
yes.
Baba Sekaya, Ngela, let's sit down and talk about this. We need to understand where our finances are going. I am very afraid because we are leaking money. I don't know where we are leaking money. You leaking money, and in turn, it leaves me in a financial pit. If things carry on this way, then we are going to have maybe to, take drastic measures as far as the household budget is concerned. Now, are you going to tell me what you've been doing with the money or no? Come clean with me. Because if you can come clean, I'm unable to steer this, we will be unable to steer this family into the darkness. Because I realize that I have been bleeding money through ways that are unforeseen and unbudgeted for, because you are not keeping your end of the bargain as my husband, as my partner.
But that means I will probably talk to him about what you're just saying, probably for the 6th or 7th time, especially with the other couple. We also talked to him. This man has not said anything besides crypto and Abu Mashonisa.
So,
I said, how could you borrow money for petrol? I mean, for God's sake, the car that you're driving, even though you're using your salary to pay for it, I tried to help you. Like financially, I tried to help this man because when I got married to him, he was blacklisted.
Okay.
From his previous marriage. So now, if I can help you that far, why can't you talk to me in a mere thing about petrol? Like seriously, petrol, to say, I don't have petrol, then you're going Boma Shonisa, and then now you're saying you joined crypto. I don't understand.
He's clearly using his money where he should not be. Even if it's crypto, there should be some form of trail, like whether it's passwords or whatever, these digital currencies he's investing in, there needs to be something. You need to see it. If you don't see anything, Anonymous, he's using the money elsewhere. It could be, with parties, with other women, with his friends. He's feeding an addiction somewhere, somehow, and raise all these points. But going forward, this is unacceptable. If there's no paper trail or there's no evidence of digital currencies or whatever, Anonymous, he's playing you. He's lying to you. You say, Wuti, you've said and done and spoken. Nothing has changed. Remember, in marriage, if you speak to someone and there's no change in behavior, it means right now you guys need to reach some sort of ultimatum because you cannot continue to baby him.
Exactly. And he said I must give him 3 months from January. So now we're February and then in March. And then he said to me he's going to make up for the money that we lost from the savings.
How?
So I said to him, how are you going to do that when you earn what I see what you earn? Because the money, how are you going? And also for him in December, because I was demanding also for the money, because I said to him, give me, I need money for the car that I took for you because it's my name at the stake. How are you going to give me the money? Because I see the account is 00. He went and borrowed money again. I said, where did you borrow the money from? And then he said he went to the bank that he changed to borrow money. I said, you're still borrowing money and you never told me that you're borrowing. So the money you gave me to pay for this car, you borrowed again.
Anonymous.
Like, what's happening?
Anonymous, has a family come in to assist you guys?
So my family, you rather be my family than the other family.
Sure, that's deep.
Because,
Sure.
It's ultimatum time, Anonymous. You can't continue living and budgeting in the dark. So you need to make a decision. We can't tell you what to decide for your marriage, but it seems like it's ultimatum time. You've tried, it's not helping. He seems to be digging himself deeper in this hole. We don't even know where the money is going to. So it's time for an ultimatum. Yeah.
All right. Anonymous, we're going to leave it there.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, we understand your frustration. And yeah.
Because also I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, this man said I must give him 3 months. Then I said, where are you going to get the 3 months that I've lost from the savings that we put for the children? Next year they want to go to university or they want to go to tertiary. Like how are we going to do that when I keep taking money from the savings? Then he told me that he will make money from the crypto.
Okay. Anonymous, we're going to leave it here. Let's give an opportunity for South Africa to also advise you, okay? Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Anonymous. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
All right, ma'am.
Thanks.
Why don't you give us a call right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here once again. I want to make a shout out to Sister C. Thank you so much for holding it down there with the radio. I had issues with the radio in the morning, but you have seen us through. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is KG. For those of you who are joining us right now, I am with Makoya Rundown. I don't walk alone. I have a team of 5, the number there, and we are just a group of people who like talking about things that matter in our lives, things that improve us, things we can learn from, and some of those things happen to be sometimes Ask a Man session on Metro FM. So we are able to just talk about those things, and we have our own segment later on, 11:30. We call it to Me Ntwana. Talk to Me Ntwana, where you can talk to us about anything and everything that really matters to you. And you have a group of about 160 something people who might assist you if you want. Or we talk about a topic. Actually, today we do have a topic that we'll talk about. It was requested by one of you guys. So we will talk about that later on. Yeah, let's do the by the way, yesterday's episode could not air because of internet issues and whatnot. So Leroy confirmed it will air later on today, just after our live, I think around 1 p.m. So you can check that one later. And yeah, if you get onto the panel, please kindly do request, get onto the panel and you mute your mic up until you're given an opportunity to speak. We don't speak over each other. We do not attack each other's character. You can disagree with someone without fighting. Thank you so much for the achievement. Thank you so much, guys, for the gifts. We really appreciate that. So please, let's have a cordial conversation and bring all the points. I like all the different perspectives that we're going to bring. And yeah, I saw there was someone who, they're still there, Miss B. Welcome. Sister C, do you want to start weighing in on the issue at hand?
Yes, please. Morning, guys.
Go ahead. Morning.
How are you?
Oh, sorry. I'm good. Thank you. Yourself?
I'm good. Cozy. My little 2 cents. Something I always preach. Sorry. Guys, if you know better, you do better. You know, I don't blame the guy a lot. You know, well, nyam une accountability mele ayithathe. But angazi ukuthi ukhulele phi abantu ebekababona phambi kwabo imishado yabo ebekayibona azange azi ukuthi endlini lezi zinto lezi zakhulunywa. You understand? Me being a stepmother, izinto ezimayelana nomntanami zenziwa yimi. So akuna baby mama uthola imali mina uthunyelwa yimi imali ukhuluma nami. We understand. And if umkhozi is akakwazi ukhandla ama finances, then he should have handed that all to umama. Angazi ukuthi abantu bafike njani la kulomshado wabo where they didn't have these conversations from the onset. Izinto ebekumele ngabe zalungiswa kudala. We understand. If yena imali yakhe uspenda irresponsibly, then give me what I need for the household from the beginning, and then you can do whatever. Angeke ngikhona ukontrola indoda, guys. Mdala lo muntu uyazi ukuthi yini wrong yini right. Mara if akafuni ukuba responsible for the household, then isuke ibe buhlungu lapho. But these things mele zicale from foundation, abo marital counseling, abo in guys, this is foundation stuff. Sebadala izingcondo zicinile asazi ukuthi kusazosebenza, but mabangalungisi basenkingeni. Right then, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister C. I think Girl with the Gap just raised a contradiction there, I guess, to your wording and your statement that accountability is key, but we should not blame him a lot. So I don't know if you want to perhaps respond on that. How do we then hold him accountable, but also we don't blame him for the situation?
Well, ngiyamblame because the accountability is vital la ngoba indoda yomuzi. We understand vele very vital la bese ngisuke ngibe ngizathini empathetic to the situation is because angazi ukuthi ufike njani la ebudaleni bakhe. Angazi ukuthi who's advising him. I don't know who's helping him out. I don't know who he's talking to. You understand? Or if he's doing this all alone. Because men sometimes don't share. Like it trends on social media that don't share nomfazi because she's gonna use it against you. So nalapho la alalela khona kungaba yinkinga. That's why bese if you don't know any better, you don't do any better. Yena mele az equipe ngalama tools ukuzokuthi azoba yindoda ichotho emzini wakhe. Thank you.
Righty. Thank you. I hope that satisfies you there, Girl with a Gap. Yeah, Precious says, can someone please write a, a book on dating because that's where we get it wrong. Yeah. Miss B, how are you, Sissy? Miss B, you're still mute.
I'm pressing the mic and I ended up wanting to live the life. Dumelang.
Hello, how are you?
Ke teng kae?
Ke tlhamaletse, tla ka tsona.
You know, this thing ne ausa buang mo radio mo ask man. It's what most married women go through. Sometimes our advisor hore. Don't go 100%. We think we mustn't love our husband. They say, pila pila, we must think of ourselves when it comes to putting ourselves in debt because of somebody else, or maybe mara the way kudu sanka tenko hore the men. Ekore ha ke itse ke blame man, to be honest. I'm confused. Mara ha ke ke blame mo girl ne for tlohela hore monna o a mo kenye dikolotong or a je tšhelete, because men na I experienced the fact that hore nna ne ke re ka mo ntlong a rena tšhelete bering gore re je borotho the whole week, unknowingly hore the guy was cheating. The guy was even supporting a divorced sister, like paying rent, go flatting, which na a kidula. Let me say example, kidula mkukung, mara yena o patela rent ya a townhouse for the younger sister. So understand hore, to find out that thing, I was like, no, you know what? Now I'm on my own. I understand that. Besides, I'm still in my marriage. I still love my husband so much, but I'm also doing what he's doing on me because of when it comes to finances. I put my things aside. He put o tla bona la ha ke suile hore o tsaya ditšhelete tseo or le na suile ke tsa ditšhelete once I na thank you so much. Bye bye.
Wow. Okay, Miss B. Yeah, I guys, Ngati, this one is gonna be in Zima. This one, yeah, it's a lot. Okay, I will hold it in for now. Precious, come through.
How are you?
I'm okay.
You seem so defeated.
I am Shama. I won't lie. Yeah. Please continue.
Okay, so my take, ne, ish, I sympathize with Anwanza 50%. And the other 50%, I'm a bit mad at her. And because we're not being violent, I'm not going to punch her in the neck. But like when she first was with this man, she says that she found him blacklisted, right? Red flag number one, because it's not wisdom to get married to somebody who's blacklisted. I don't care how much you love them. Number two, she went and took a car for this guy, right? That's a financial liability that is in her name that she now has to take care of because she did it for this dude. And I don't understand this thing of women wanting to be the savior in relationships. Like, who put that in us? Where does it come from? And why do we do it? If a man says to you, I have 4 baby mamas, honestly, as a woman, how in your mind do you convince yourself, I'm not going to be a baby mama, I'm going to be a wife? Like, the level of delusion is beyond me because the evidence is right there. The evidence is always right there. Red flag number one, he's blacklisted. You're meeting this person, you're starting a relationship. Why is your first point of dating to say, let me help you fix your credit score? Okay, maybe let's not fault her on that one. She did something nice for her man, and it's great. You should help the people that you love. But why is she like the savior? Because in this relationship. And the thing is that she's not gonna rise up in 3 days. That's my problem. She is being the smagate of this relationship, and she's gonna die a real death. because she's not the actual smagate. So I don't understand this thing of wanting to save a man. Like when you just wanna save a man. You are princess save a man. Woman. Ow, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed because why? Uyabona mina mawungishela ne. Uthi kimi precious ngiyakuthanda ini okay great. Bese sesiyakhuluma phela manje uyasho ukuthi hayi yo khona manje ngikoloda i-apps khona manje ngikoloda ini. La. You can't even send your uncles before you finish that thing because why? What are we going to build on, my brother? We are building on, it's like on sinking sand. We are building on sinking sand. Khona manje awunamot. Oh God, it may never reach me to love a man this much. Asoze kaloku. In my name, take money for you. Oh, please. Asoze sana. It can never happen to me. And I know they say never, but I hope I always have this sober mind of not being crazy. Because why? Why? Anyway, my take is that she needs to find a way out. She needs to find a financial advisor. She needs to hire Tubakale's PI to figure out what's going on with this money. And once she knows, she needs a backup plan because this man is going to leave her high and dry. From his previous marriage, he was blacklisted. Do you think this marriage is going to be different? No. So why are you not taking the evidence at hand and using it? All this to say, please stop being the savior in your relationship. You are not smagate. There's only one, guys. Thanks.
Thank you, Precious.
Sorry, I'm adding on Precious thing, ne? And how can recognize right now, men are marrying women that are in good credit score, or the ones that they know that they will understand every situation they bring. Trust me. Right now, those are the qualities. That's why you see, I wanna be hot. They will never marry a hot lady like Bona, the hottest, who is like, hustling that way. Ba loring, they even working ba permanent ba batla bona and ba tla nyala re tlo attend manyalo shem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss B. Well, yeah, you guys are killing me today. All right. Sis Noni, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
We are here. We are surviving today's session. How are you?
No, I'm good. Thanks. Yeah, no, today's one is also very sensitive because, excuse me, there's something called financial infidelity, which is what the husband has committed. And it also causes, at some point, women have reported that it's actually even more hurtful than an affair. They would have actually preferred that their husband went out and cheated than all the financial dishonesty and the financial harm that they cause to the entire family. So it's not a small thing. It does cause divorce. A lot of couples have reported that they divorce because of financial infidelity. So it's a very serious thing. So I think Anonymous needs to understand that she and the husband might need to go for therapy. And also, I think Anonymous also has to take accountability in understanding that she did bring someone in her life that already had serious financial red flags. And I don't know what she was hoping for. And she must also realize that her hopes have not been fulfilled. In fact, it has gotten worse. So she has to look at it realistically. Usually, what works best in most marriages, obviously not all, is that the couple lives according to usually the husband's financial abilities. Yes, I understand that the couple is working together, and they can support each other and they can build homes, but usually we do find that sometimes us women, we struggle to make peace with, like, let's say if it's a woman who's paying the bond, or who's paying for the cars, if that much debit is coming out of the woman's account, it causes some form of, like, they're not really being taken care of, even though it was agreed on initially. So what usually works best is that if your husband can only afford that you guys will live in a 2-bedroom house and that's what you can afford to buy, then even if you are making money, it works better if you guys can accept that this is the man that I've chosen and this is the lifestyle that we can live. And it's very difficult to get to that because you find that when the woman wasn't married, maybe she was able to afford something better and whatnot. But yeah, so all of these things are things that we are supposed to sort out before we get married. But sometimes that desire to get married is seemingly higher at that moment. So we focus on that and we just want to belong and, just say, okay, I'm married now, without really understanding all the other things that are going to come after that. So with Anonymous, I would say she and the husband must definitely go for therapy because this is financial infidelity. It causes a lot of mental health trauma. And it definitely it has led to a lot of divorces. And, I don't know the husband's situation. I don't know why his behavior is like this. I can't answer for him. But as far as Anonymous is concerned, she must own up to the fact that she did see the red flags and she as a woman chose that she's going to try and save this man, which is not usually a realistic way to go about a marriage. And that's my 2 cents.
Thank you so much, Sis Noni. Like always, we have learned a new word, financial infidelity. Yeah. Hey, guys. Hey, today y'all are just coming with bombs left, right, and center. But yeah, hey. Let's do this. Peladi. Can you kindly unmute, Peladi? How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great. I think I'm seeing you for the first time on the panel. So, welcome.
Welcome. It's also my first time on the live, so
Listen, Bona, first everything. We appreciate you, even the braveness to just come onto the panel. Come with your opinion, ma'am.
Yes, I believe that Anonymous husband knows exactly what he's doing.
Okay.
He told himself that he is not going to provide because the wife is providing and the wife is capable. And I also think that Anonymous knew as well, but Anonymous was hoping. She was hoping that maybe after 3 years, maybe after 4 years, things are gonna be better. But it seems as if things are not getting better for her. Now she must decide. I think she must decide that she's gonna continue to be a provider in the marriage, accept it, have peace, and move on, or she must just go out, leave, if it does not give her peace. Because Anonymous husband is not going to change his ways. When they call elders, he just sits there. He doesn't give answers. He gives shady answers. It's crypto, it's baby mama, it's a scam, it's, but he knows exactly what he is doing. So at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong if Anonymous decides to become the provider of the relationship, but she must be at peace with it. If she's not going to be at peace with it, then she must leave the relationship because her peace is important for her and for her life and for her children's life. It's important that she is happy. But if she's going to continue to worry about money, worry about the husband not bringing in money in the house, then she must choose her life. But if she is happy, and I mean, if she is capable and she can afford and she wants to take care of the husband, again, she must be at peace with it. If she is at peace, then she will be happy. So she can't complain. But if she is expecting that the husband is going to change I don't think it's going to happen. She found him in a mess, in a financial mess, and it's not going to change now. It's really not going to change now. For me, I'll just say she must just accept it and move on, or divorce and move on.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Peladi. Yeah, I think if you're gonna do something, be a provider, accept and be content and be happy with that you will provide, and take everything that comes with that. It's no different than any decision that we make in life, that you make the decision based on the best information you have at that point in time. And when the consequences come, you brace yourself and get ready and take them. So thank you so much for that, Piladi. And Gazin, can we not be stingy with our likes, our sharing, our what? Thank you for the gifts, though. Let's just click while we are listening. All 150 something of us. Thank you so much. And just a few comments. There's no woman who's at peace being the provider of the household, not even when you are single. Hey. Zwezo. I don't know the full story, but a man who doesn't provide for his family is providing somewhere else. Zwezo, we need a legalized punching. Oh, we need to legalize punching our gender in the neck when they run their lives for love, no violence. Until it is become legal, okay, we'll be full on it. And for those who came in late, I'll try and give a recap. Anonza is married to her husband for 11 years, and husband, they both have kids. Well, let me say this: they both have kids together, and husband has kids from another marriage. So there is a baby mama who is in the mix. And so in this relationship, it sounds like from the beginning, Anonza has always been the provider, and she's been fine with being the provider. She's been fine with taking care of the household and things like that. And but now it has become an issue where of recent, hello Nobisa, thank you for joining in from Cape Town. I saw someone from Kailisha, hello to you too. So he decided to then recently, there was a situation where Anonza needed help financially, baby mama or the children needed help, or let's say baby mama and the child or whatever needed help. So she said to Guy, hey dude, with your December bonus and salary, let's do something, assist me here. Let's also, support the kids and whatnot. And by the way, disclaimer, Anonza is the one, when she found baby boy was not supporting his child who is outside of the marriage. So she brought in the support and said, no man, take care of your children and whatnot. So essentially she's been supporting husband and his child and all of that. So but in any case, Guy decides to lie, says that he did not get full pay, he didn't get that bonus. And when he was questioned about it, he went and closed the bank account from the salary where he gets his salary and things. Madame requests for a pay slip, not a pay slip, rather a statement. He says no, they can't give a statement. She goes and inquires. She's told she can get a statement. Calls the guy, they get a statement. She looks, and in the statement, listen, kunama withdrawals in J that are happening, and there was money that was sent to baby mama for the child, we assume. And he then also had the bonus was there, but we don't see what the bonus did. And when he's asked, he's speaking about what crypto, something to do with crypto. And also he went and asked for money from Machonisa for petrol, and wife was like, but my dude, petrol cannot be a thing. Like, I've been assisting you with a car that I think she's financing the car. So if I'm financing the car, why would I struggle to pay the thing? So Anonza sounds like she owns her business and things like that. So she's been taking care of baby boy and whatnot. She dipped into the savings, blah 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 blah, all of this. But you get the gist. Akuti, baby boy lied, and unnecessarily so. So there's a suspicion, Akuti, where is the money going? And why are you being dishonest? She does not think he's cheating. We assume she has done her investigation. And she has never had any issue with baby mama being taken care of, or rather his child being taken care of, because she's the one who made sure that the child is taken care of. But in that situation, she says, instead of you sending money and lying about you having sent money to your child, you could have at least split things, made sure that I get something, baby mama gets something, and whatever the case may be. So there's that. Then there's a suspicion, Akuti, he's gambling, considering cryptos being involved and things like that. It's not everyone who is knowledgeable in how to deal with those things, and they can easily become a gambling in as much as they themselves are not gambling things in terms of forex. We all know banks actually trade in forex in terms of them making your money. The money that you put in the bank and you save, the bank takes it, trades it, make money, gives you your interest, and then life moves on. So these things, it's not like they are gambling and whatever, but the manner at which you trade them yourself results into you gambling. So yeah, so that is the situation right now. And sorry for having you wait for so long, Timi Andile. You may kindly unmute and speak. How are you doing?
Hi guys.
How are you?
Njani?
We are here dealing with these things.
Yeah. Mina personally, ne, I think guy never loved girl. From the very first place, I don't think uge wamthanda because you know mani indoda mayikuthanda. Hayi indoda mayikuthanda ingamane iye kuma achuzwayo guys ngiyabhayiziseka endlini akunanix ngipheni 1,000 or ngipheni whatsoever money, you know. So if indoda izoba comfortable by not providing for your family enabantwana and you guys are married, hayi akaze wamthanda sisters wabonile ama red flags, wachuza ukwa-ignora and uwabone early, and then wazama ukufihla lawo ma-red flags ngemali because angisho uyasho ukuthi yena she's well off, she can do izinto zenzeke, but the truth is ugaya akaze wamthanda ugirl. And uzothola ukuthi na reason ugaya agcina ashadile because bekabona ukuthi uzonakekelwa, hayi ukuthi uyonakekela, uzonakekelwa. So if ugirl usafuna ukuhlala ngaqhubeka ahlale, but abe prepared ukuthi imeme yakhe and uzoyinakekela for the rest of her life, and angacomplain ke ngayo because kuzobe kuyi something azikhethele yona.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are here again. If she's going to decide to stay, she must stay and accept what's coming and everything that comes with staying. And yeah. Hi guys, thank you so much.
If uyaphuma ne, also abe prepared ukuthi uzoba yi-single parent yabantwana abangondliwa, uzozondlela yena abantwana bakhe, because if ukwazi ukuqamba amanga ngemali, where else kuyena omncedisayo ukuthi asupport the other kids, aphinde yena emholweni wakhe athathe imali futhi and then ayoncedisa ex-wife or ex-baby mama, then that is something in there, yabona. Kusho ukuthi kunabantu abadeserving izinto zakhe, kunabantu yena akadeserve, but there are some other people abadeservayo.
Sure.
So ugela akacabangisise kahle because awudlisa ithini kanje. Uyasidlisa. Uyasidlisa, serious.
It's tough because now that what you brought, either way, she stays, there's a level of loss. She's leaving, there's a level of loss. She must just choose the loss that is better for her, I guess.
I don't know, but ngiyambona ugele as if umuntu okhona ukusebenza, okhona ukwenza izinto zenzeke, ne? So it's okay, you will lose for isikhathi lesi esincane, but you can always rebuild because mawusuyibheka kahle naye lento izogcina imdamager. Yabona, so I think ukuphuma nanokuthi abe right nabantwana aphile le mpilo afisa ukuyiphila. Well, mina will consider leaving.
Hey, yeah. Thank you so much for that, Andile. We are left with just about 6 minutes to close this one up. I think I saw a comment someone there saying if he could hide his baby mama, what else is he hiding? He never hid the baby mama. He was married, and the assumption is that this baby mama is an ex-wife. So it's nothing new. And it seems he did not even hide the fact that he was blacklisted, or maybe she found out. She didn't say much into it. So there's just he didn't hide baby mama or anything like that. Clarity. Noske, let's do it. And I think you will be the last person who can comment on this. And then we move to Talk to Me in Tuana. You can come through, Nos.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm good. It's my first time. And actually, when I'm listening to this, like it hits home.
Yeah.
It really does hit home. I'm a divorcee. I was married to a man that is like when I found him, he was just a musician. He just it's like he gets gigs and he gets to perform, he gets, and I could understand, because obviously you don't get into a relationship and don't see the potential, the future. When I could see that he's a good man, he really hustles, he really does work. But also there was a thing, because this man would always look at himself as a failure. Number one, I dealt with the fact that I have a 9 to 5. He doesn't have. Do you understand? So already that is starting a competition, because I don't think there's a man who wants to start a family and doesn't want to be that guy who's always going out and buying grocery and doing everything. But it ends up because now you're getting paid. If you get a gig, you get paid. But now where else there's someone who has a 9 to 5, you're always getting paid. Do you understand? So then the problem started there. Because now there's competition in this financially, and it got to a point whereby he also gets to be now relaxed of some sort, because I know that this one is always gonna provide. You know what? The pattern started to come through, because now there was a moment of him having to say, now that I've got paid, I'm not gonna do this and this, because now I'm going to have to focus on my things, or I'm going to have to focus on what needs to be done on my side, which is wrong. Hello?
Sorry, continue speaking. We can hear you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Which is wrong.
Which is wrong.
Yes.
But, what I'm saying is that men get to a point where they get to be comfortable. And especially when, as a woman, if you're going to take the role of being a provider, number one, that's not even in the Bible. The Bible says Adam was the one who created, and God had instructed him to be the man, to be the one who works, to be the one that takes care of his wife. And now, Tina, especially as women, we like coming and being Bob the Builder, and we are trying so hard. which I feel like it comes off from desperation of wanting to be married, of wanting to be in a serious relationship with a person. But when a man truly loves you, he's gonna go all in, bro. Like he's really gonna go all in. I'm not saying a man needs to have a 9 to 5, but when a man works hard, he's going to have to make this thing work. It's not gonna be all on you. You are not gonna be the one now having to do 1, 2, 3. Imagine this woman providing for the baby that was not even in the picture. Like, now I'm taking care of your extra thing because now I'm showing my love to you. But what are you doing in return? Like, what are you doing? Because trust me, you are going to be exhausted. You are going to get tired. There is no woman who doesn't want to be treated. And there is no woman that wants to be the provider. Never. Like, naturally, so we are soft. Naturally, so we want soft things. Like, that is us. We want to be spoiled. But for you to take turns and switch turns, never. That's never gonna work. And also, the red flags are always there. It's just that we choose to ignore them. But with regard to the story, this woman is definitely gonna feel it. I'm sorry, but there is no way that she can be like, I'm okay being a provider. Never. She's exhausted as we speak.
Wow. Yeah. And I think Nosi, with that we can close the segment. Hey guys. Someone did say that they would like to hear men comment on this issue. I don't know if there is a man except me here who would like to come onto the panel and comment on this issue. Should I do that, or should we move to the topic at hand? Write for me there, guys, in the comments. What should we do? Should we have men come up, speak? Because mostly not even just mostly, all of you who have commented are female. Men, what are you saying? I know Serge has been writing there in the comments. So, okay, Coach Noni says she wants to hear men. Okay. Majus says he's fine and he's leaving. Serge and Majus here. Come on, Sergeant Majosi, come on. Can we not disappoint the ladies today? Can we come in and give the perspective? Okay, let's give it a young 5 more minutes, and let's do that. Okay, while I'm waiting for them to request if they are going to, no pressure. Let me give my perspective. Okay, Serge is not coming through. Okay, so for those who do not know, I'm a married man myself. Just I'm sick of my voice. Okay, I'm married myself, and the story is it's sad. It's sad. So for me, here is my opinion. I will state how things should be, and then what I think of the situation, whatnot. So as a couple that is going to get married, it is very important, and I think Girl with a Gap has already said it. We need to have that counseling session, premarital counseling, which usually includes every aspect that goes into marriage, which also the big part of it is finances. So all of that gets dealt with. And I've said it before that we need to deal with the financial traumas that we have had, and where we are coming from the backgrounds. You would find that Anonza comes from a background where money conversations were had. There's no financial trauma on her end. If there is, it has been dealt with and things like that. And hence she's willing to do the right thing. You know, a child who's outside of the marriage should be taken care of and things like that. So we need to have that conversation and speak about that and know where we stand about our marriage as we are about to get into it. How we're going to engage things and things like that. that helps a lot. And in that conversation, the most important thing also that will help the relationship throughout marriage relationship is both of you need to let go of your you need to let go of shame. There should not be any form of shame in the relationship. There should not be any topic outside of discussion because it sounds or you feel shame. You feel you're going to be judged. Whether it's coming from ego also, where you feel shame as a result of your ego. Because if you remove shame, it means then there's no topic that is out of bounds. We can discuss things openly as to how they affect our particular marriage or relationship. So that's one tool that I see working mostly, where you remove shame whatsoever. If anything, still say, when you're dealing with it, still say, listen, I have a thing that I'm feeling shameful about. I want to talk to you about it. I don't know how to, but there is something. At least then your partner knows that there's something, and in due time you need to, and it also gives you some kind of freedom to, in time to speak about it and whatever the case may be. And we are both learning as a couple. We are going through this thing together. There are certain things that I've never dealt with that you also have never dealt with. So we are there to help each other where we are strong. And when it comes to the issue of provision from a male perspective, we say this often and often again, that provision is not only finances. You need to provide safety. You need to provide security, not just financially. Your partner, your children must feel safe when you are there. Safe in a sense that they are loved, safe that their emotions are safe with you, that their experiences are safe with you, that any challenge that they have, they know that they have a father or they have a husband that they can go to. There is such things are things that money cannot buy. And when you provide beyond the financial need, you will always win as a man. And when I say win, in a sense that there will be respect due to you, because what you are doing demands and commands of respect. It's just going to be effortless for you to have the respect that you need, the honor that is bestowed upon you as a husband. It's not just a title. There are things that they know that because ubaba sakayo corner, I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress. Now, madam, for me, what it sounds like, uanonza, if guy had no issues of finances, even the fact that she's bringing more money in the house will not be an issue. When she knows that, listen, the money that we bring into the house, I know, Kuti, my husband will make sure that the cars are taken care of. I don't need to stress about taking the car to service, petrol, car wash, kids are taken to school fees are paid. If anything, he asks me, do we perhaps have money to do this? And whatever the case may be, it's a teamwork. I do not think she would have an issue when she is bringing more money, yet she's able to see that the man is still taking a lead and he's leading well. So, and I think that is what we miss a lot in these things, that you need to lead well as a man. You need to steer your family well as a man. And it does not matter what your woman is doing, whether she earns more money than you, whether she is a CEO of a company, whether she's the president of this world, or whatever the case may be. Listen, because you lead well, she will always, always, always follow. So there is that thing. And you will have times where now as a man, you don't know. You're not able to provide. There comes those seasons where you're not able to, but that does not stay forever. But you are tested at that time where you've been able to provide, but all of a sudden you're not able to. And if you have given your identity as a husband to you providing financially, it means when the finances are not there, then you're no longer a husband. That's you. You are telling us that you're no longer a husband just because there's no money that you're bringing to the house. But if you remove your identity from financial provision, then that's a peace thing, or it's a moment thing where you're not able to provide, but you're providing love, you're providing security, you're providing safety, you're providing peace of mind. People, your family, your wife, your children can find safety in you. You are their refuge. You get what I mean? So there's nothing as great as that. Honestly speaking, women don't like worrying about anything. I just that's just that. They just don't like worrying about things. And if you can take away the worry from them, my guy, you are fine. You will live a nice life, have a long-lasting marriage. There will be challenges, but the fact that there's communication, effective communication at that's what we preach. It needs to happen. I can go on the whole day, but I will pause it here. I don't know if I have said something. Oh, Anonza. Sorry, I didn't even speak about the situation of Anonza. My advice is, she has done the sitting down, she has done whatever. There comes a time where we need to do these ultimatums that Naked spoke about. We have engaged every avenue that we can engage, and he's not coming to the party, and we need to find a situation, even though it's it's not ideal. What I just forgot her name. I think it's Miss B who was here. It's not ideal in a marriage where financially it's we do separate things financially. But if it needs to get to that point for the sake of peace, then let it be. But also there will always be struggle in terms of that. It will go on and affect the marriage altogether, because like Sis Noni has said, some women have said, I would have even have preferred him to cheat than to lie to me about finances or commit financial infidelity. So I think she just needs to make hard decisions at this point in time. Hopefully he's going to learn. If he's a good father, let him be a good father. If you're going to stick around, let it be. If everything else works outside of the finances and you can find a compromise where he does what he does, you do what you do, it's not ideal. But if it's going to work for your marriage, let it work for your marriage. And you're going to take the consequences. I don't know, Sis Nomi, if you have any last comment with that, then we can move to our segment. Talk to me, Twana.
I'm just so humbled that you're able to speak so boldly about this issue. I'm so grateful, yes, Makoya, for you to just because sometimes it's Hologuti, also as people who are trying to help, we just putting the bandages. We're just trying to now just put the bandages, but I just love how you went so deep. You went so deep and you just spoke the truth so profoundly. It really isn't just about providing financially. As you said, leaders, a man has to provide that security, and it's not only just financially. And I just want to say I agree 100% with that. And it's not an easy thing. Sometimes we really don't get it right in just understanding that concept that he's not here to feed me only financially. There's so much more that a man can offer. And that can also even help with the like situations where the lady is earning more money. So now, does it mean that if you are earning 500K a year or $1 million a year, it means you must only date people who are within that earning bracket? What if you have a really good connection with someone who's not making as much as you? Why must that now be a stumbling block in your marriage? Whereas if we understand, just like you have put it, I really think that a lot of marriages will be stronger. And just to emphasize again, this marital counseling comes before marriage. Before marriage, just like you said, so that the issues that we faced in our past lives, we can deal with them so that we are not bringing that baggage into the marriage. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Makoya, for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Isnoni. And yeah, you just reminded me of something that I also say. I think I took it from Dr. Miles Monroe, and he said something that as a man, especially when you're believing in a biblical context of what your role is as a man, he said that a woman as designed to be your helper, there are two things involved. It's either she is as strong as you or stronger than you, because to lift a table with two people, one end, for us to lift it, we need to apply the same pressure, or rather the same force, and either one of us has to be stronger. So it does not mean that a female is weak. It's just that she's built delicately than you are. You have testosterone that gives you an upper hand, and she doesn't. But besides that, she's not any less of a human being than you are. And on top of that, he said that you are now afraid as a man. If you're going to be afraid of a woman who has a business, who's financially well and does things well, you are shying away, or you're afraid of the very gift that God has given you to be your helper. You're afraid of something that is designed and built just for you, to help you in this journey that you're going, where there is vision and there are goals that need to meet. All of us are working to get into that. So if you're afraid that your woman can make more money than you, you're afraid that she is financially savvier than you are, and all of that, just says how much of a weak man you are. So I will end it there for now. I don't know where Precious is. Precious, if you can hear me, come back, because we are bringing in your topic. And with that, I'd like to close the session on Ask a Man, and we will talk a bit about black tax. There was a request for us to deal with black tax from different angles, and we would so please request on that if you have any questions about black tax. I think Nono also stated that the issue aka Anonza, it's another form of black tax. So let's discuss black tax. How is it affecting you? How is it Majors, your voice is back. Please, we thank you, sir, that a miracle happened. So let's talk about black tax. What is it? What are your concerns? We did a bit of an intro on that on Tuesday, and we looked at it and said there is. I think Precious was like, should it end? When should it end? Shouldn't there be a point where it ends? Because I also need to build my own life and things like that. And my simple answer was it shouldn't end. And it not ending does not mean it must now prevent you from building the life that you want. It should not prevent you from progressing in life. And I made an example by saying that if we are talking generations here, this family that is built up here, one person is able to go find work. One person is able to go to university and things like that. And yes, they are the beacon for this family. However, if this person only works for the family, there will never be growth in this family, because then you just move one step, the person dies or whatever the case may be, we're back to square one also. So we need to find a way where we say it is about generation. This generation, we have done best as we can to provide for one person to go out there and build. Now, this person also, yes, they can take one person out of the family and say, I will take care of this one, so that Nami, I'm building while I'm taking care of one person, not the whole family. And we are able to say, okay, cool, this one person, now they get the opportunity, they will carry and take one more person, and then they build. That way we can have a generation that is getting out of poverty, and not that we have a cycle that continues purely because we are concentrating on eating today. So that was my starting point, and I think Sis Noni had her own. You can start through, since you're already in the panel, Sis Noni, and speak on the issue of black tax. Precious, clear your schedule, ma'am, and come to the panel. Sis Noni, are you able to talk?
Yeah. Excuse, sorry, I'm also working, so I'm multitasking a little bit. Yeah. I just want to quickly just collect my thoughts. I remember that this was brought last. I think it was this week.
Tuesday.
It was earlier.
Yeah.
It was earlier on this week. Black text. I think Sonke, we have different perspectives depending on our backgrounds and the different needs that our family has. You know, as someone who was born in the 80s, and like watching my mom taking care of her parents and whatnot, and it was always communicated to me that, like, especially because I wasn't raised by both my mom and my father. For me, luckily, my mother married my stepfather, so I did have a father figure in my life. But there was that expectation that when I grow up, I'm gonna have to sort of like help my mother out. I know it's not healthy. I completely disagree with it. It's not something that I would foster into my children. But now, being like realistic and looking at like my mother's needs, my family's needs, I do support. So I do pay a black tax, but it's not like no one is sitting on my neck. And yes, it has been attempted. I won't lie, it has been attempted, but I learned to have a strong backbone, and I learned to stand up for myself, because Nami, unfortunately, our economy is not the same. It's gotten so much worse. At my age, I'm not as stable as my mother was at her age. When she was my age. So things are not the same. So so when it comes to black text, it can also be very emotionally traumatizing, because we love these people. They raised us, they took care of us, and they don't have a form of understanding that the amount of money that we are earning, when you look at inflation, it's not that much. And you look at how expensive things are, it's not that much. But bona, they sort of look at, okay, you're working in this position, or you're working for government, definitely you're earning this amount of money, you are supposed to be supporting me. So I'm completely against that. I completely disagree with the mentality that I raised you, so you must pay me back. But I think also, as people, guys, if you're seeing what your parents are struggling, you can't be enjoying ulama pizza and umamuya lambe kaya. Like, I don't know, Mina, I struggle with that. Luckily, my mother is a teacher, so she doesn't. She has made really bad financial decisions. And we do support, like I said on Tuesday, like I support her. I stay with my baby sister, my sister and I've got a cousin. We work together to support my mom, because there are a lot of other bad decisions that were made that have put her in a very bad financial state. But there are boundaries. There are so many boundaries. Like, for years and years and years, like I was paying her like a monthly. I would pay her money monthly, and that had to stop. We came to a point where I had to stop doing that, and she has learned to adjust, because Nami, I was enabling her. So black text, it's not for me. Where I'm standing, it's not a straightforward thing. It really, because it's families, it's finances, it's emotional, it's kunama manipulation. So when I would discuss it, I'll just rather be very sensitive and understand that family's culture, perspective, and past before I would like give my judgment or even advice. That is how complicated it is for me.
All right. Thank you so much, Sis Noni. Yeah. Xola nawe woza Xola. So I'm gonna go to who came first? I think Nono came first, nah. Nono, how are you? No, you're still muted.
First.
There we go.
Precious came first.
Oh, my apologies. Presh, woza.
Okay, girl, you can go first.
Okay, generosity is too much. I'll decide. Precious, come.
I think for me, the issue of black tax is particularly like a sad one, because even in the name nje, it's triggering. Because I don't think that our white counterparts have the same reality, right? And I think it's worth the conversation because we start off so much further than they do. And you see it in uni particularly because in high school generally we either go to Model C schools or we go to like different schools, so we see but we don't really see. But when you get to uni, you're sitting in first year and you came there walking, and your friend Josh came in a BMW and is sitting there with a MacBook, and you're there with your pen and paper and taking notes, and Josh is on the MacBook. So it's like a psychological struggle, because it's tough, man. Like, you, as a black child trying to build a life, you start off literally from ground zero, whereas our white counterparts are able to start off from the second floor, because as soon as Josh finishes uni, his parents are getting him an apartment, getting him a car. He's already set for the most part. A black child, you have to first secure a job. And then after that, you must think about, okay, I have siblings who are coming after me who need to go to school. And, you know, you spend years trying to like help your family because we all want to get out of the ghetto, right? And we all want to like make it in life. And then by the time you're building your life, you're feeling left behind because now your black counterparts who had it a bit better, now they are much further, right? They are now, you know, living in houses, getting their second cars, and you're still trying to bag your first. So it's such a psychological battle, because when I look at it that way, it's kind of like, oh, what do I do? Like, it's such a catch-22 for me. Like, do I help the people that need help, or do I just build my life? Like, it's almost like there's also the guilt, right? The guilt, Yoguti, shucks, if I don't help these people and just focus on building my life, then I'm a bad child, then I'm ungrateful. And in black families, I think not even by our own doing, but like the setup is such that my observation is that black parents will make you feel bad for being born. And I don't understand why as black kids we don't talk about that, because it's so painful. Black parents will make you feel like this burden. It's almost like masizalwa siyavota sithi hayi ngifuna ukuzalwa mina kulo nyaka. Like, it's almost like we have a say in it, and they make you feel bad, and they're like, yeah, I took you to school, I sacrificed my life, I did this, that, and the third. And you can never answer and say, I didn't ask to be here, because that's rude, right? And that's disrespectful. And our parents don't want to have like real chats, bruh. And I think that's the hard part also, because now I can't say to my parents, I got a vele like azange ngicele. Azange vele ngisho ukuthi ngenzeni ngize la. I can't say that, right? If they are really black, they'll disown me, you know? So it's, for me, it's like it's a really tough thing. Like, it's a really tough thing, because there's a life that I want, there's a life that I want to build, but there's also like a need that needs to be met. And you're constantly in this battle of, is it me or is it them? Is it me or is it? It's always this dance of, is it me or is it them? And oftentimes when it's you, there's guilt, because then they're going to be like, oh, I did this, that, and the third, and you're not doing this for me. I thought that when you start working, you're going to like help me. It's almost like we are an investment. And I hate that, because you even see it with our Lawala, but that's another chat. It's almost like the black girl child, or even just like the black boy child, all of us, it's like our parents have us and they think this is an investment, ukuthi mase ngimdala uzonginakekela. And that's such a burden sana, because mangashona sizokwenza njani, or mhlambe ngingashoni but izinto zami zingahambi kahle, sizokwenza njani vele ngempela? Because now as my parent, you're looking at me hoping ukuthi izinto zami zizohamba right so that you can benefit. And sure, there's blessing and there's like treasure in helping your parents and supporting them, and I'm sure it's a very great thing to do. I just think like the pressure that the black kid is going through, whether in corporate, whether in uni, like it's crazy business. Because I'm pretty sure that when black girls, I saw on Twitter this one time, this girl was wanting to get married and they said, oh, she went to the best school and so her lobola is this much. It makes me feel like parents are really like investing and they want to like get a return for their investments. Because if you think about it logically, it is 100% the responsibility of your parents to take you to school. It has nothing to do with your time of marrying or like whatever the case is. It's their responsibility. They decided to have the child. But that's not a conversation that I can have with my black parents, because I won't have parents after that conversation, you know? I can't, like, it's hard,
Yeah.
you guys. And I really wish like we had platforms where we could talk to our parents and
Yeah.
say, Kunzima guys, like yo, relaxan
Yeah.
kancane. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Thank you so much, Presh. Yeah, I think talking about the issue of um the feeling that we have where you feel that you're not doing a lot, or the guilt, it's because there's no communication. It's all expectations and unmet expectations, and all of these things. So it becomes a bit of an issue when how do we speak about, or how do you know how far you want to go in. KGM, only man here in the panel. Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. When I'm at yours, relax. See too la. So I was saying that I think we need to have the conversation, and it's because as Black families, most of us, we don't discuss. We don't talk about things. You don't even talk about your emotions. That's why we go into the element of therapy being an issue amongst the Black community, and all of these things, because we just don't have a practice of talking about our issues, talking about our emotions, and getting to the table and addressing matters and issues. Because I think, in my head, at least, if I sit with my mom and my dad down and I ask them, yo, Bagiti, I don't know what plans you had for me when, you had me, but right now, what are your plans and ideals for us as a family, for me and my siblings? What are your goals? What would you like? What do you guys see? What do you guys pray for when you pray for us? What is it that you are thinking that we can achieve? Is it a case of us helping you, or whatever the case may be? Ask them these questions and let them give you the answer, and hopefully from that you would be able to see where they are mentally, and then you can meet them at that point where you can say, oh, me, I was thinking this is the case, or I would like to see my life looking in this manner, but I want to understand, do I have room for that to happen? Because if I'm gonna build this type of life, it would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay with that? So you're able to navigate. It's the same conversation that you have when you either want to marry or you're about to get married, as a woman, where then you discuss what are you guys, what are your expectations about me getting married, the wedding, the lobola, what prices are we talking, things like that. You begin to have conversations because we are just not used to having these conversations. And I think the onus is on us, unfortunately, to train our parents. We are more than happy to train them, particularly when you want to go partying, and they must be trained that when are you gonna come at 5 a.m. and it's fine, they mustn't shout at you. But let's train them also in things that are good, where we can say, Kuti, what is the expectations? Now, as a KG, I think I can assist one of my siblings to come up and do this and this and this and this. This is my plan. Maybe we move this. What is the plan that we can do to get out of the situations that we are in as a family, depending on your financial status? So yes, many of us have the advantage of our parents saying, listen, we lived our lives, go live your life. You don't need to help out at home, or rather you're not expected to spend your money on us, and whatever the case may be. If we need assistance, we will ask. There are such parents, but there are those parents who they don't do that, not because they can't, but they grew up now having to take care of home, and they were conditioned into that. But maybe you can open their eyes to see, or no, but guys, can't we do this? There's another way where we can do this thing. Don't you guys think this is a plan? and then we move in that regard. So we don't have enough time, 25% to close. So let me give you guys an opportunity. No, come through, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Go ahead.
Thanks. So for me now, there's a difference between black tax and supporting your family. I don't want to call it black tax. So, and also big ups to abantu abafana noSisi Noni, the life coaches, you guys, KG, I'm a therapist. They've really assisted me personally, Mina, because I was so afraid to have the big talk with my mom back then when I started working, because there was this sense of entitlement that they had, that now she works, she will do certain things for us. And if it wasn't for therapy, I wouldn't have been able to sit down with my mom and tell her, Guti, this is not your money, it's my money. And I remember back then, I even went to an extent to Guti. I'm sorry I said this, but I said, I didn't ask you to bring me to this world to abuse me this way. You understand? But because of therapy, they assisted me. They really did help me, to tackle such issues at home. I do support at home, but I have boundaries. I've put my foot down. The stuff that they can never ask of me or make me feel guilty about buying shoes that I want, or buying, I'm a weekend because bona they feel like, because we are living the same house or we have the same mom, you need to support me. They can't do that anymore. They used to do that, but they cannot do that to me anymore. Ne? And also you end up becoming an enabler of a behavior, of allowing people to abuse you. And then you're like, okay, I can take it. And then you come here and then complain and say you are being financially abused. But when you are enabling the behavior, especially with girls that keep having babies, and then umuntu yamkhuza, the next year she falls pregnant again, they keep having babies when you're busy supporting those babies. But immediately you put, Katie, you know what I've noticed? Immediately after I put my foot down, like it was like 8-9 years ago, I think, immediately after I put my foot down, everyone started stepping up at home. People went and looked for jobs. They made sure there is bread for them when they come back, Bona, in their own homes, not depending on me, And these people can be fine if you stop supporting them, or if you stop allowing them to financially abuse you. They can. They can actually. It's just that when you come back home, you're like, oh, there is bread on the table. I have food in the fridge. So why should I go look for a job? No, she will support me throughout. But immediately you put your foot down and say, it ends here. Trust me, they will go look for jobs. They will go call their baby daddies. They will go do this. They will go do that, with the help of a professional. That's what happened with me. That's why now I don't want to call it black tax and say it was just, for me, it was the entitlement around it, saying, she's going to do this for us, expecting things to happen for them based on the money that I had. And also, me not having children, it was one of those things, you don't have a child, what do you do with your money? Hey. And I'm like, Nina. You feel guilty looking all beautiful and pretty, and people are like, you have a car and whatever, but you don't have a child. Where does your money go? It's none of your business. It's my money. I work hard for it. I'm the one that wake up for it early in the morning hours. I'm the one that gets shots at work, And when you just come in and you expect me to do all of these things for you. But then it stopped, especially when I put my foot down and I said, I am done. It ends here. And I didn't even give them a month. I gave them the day. I said, it ends here, because I was tired. I was really tired. And also, one thing I've also, they taught me, I think, in therapy, is that sometimes you don't even have to support them on a monthly basis. If you don't have it, if you don't have it, you don't have it. Because now you need to live your life. You need to build your home. You need to buy a car. You need to do things that you want also, because you really work hard. You're the one that wake up in the morning and stuff. So it's better for you to just say, I will give you this much. If I don't have it, I will give you 500. If I don't even have that 500, I don't have it this month. We understand? So that they know, Guti, we're not entitled. It's her money. It's not our money. And also the other thing, I'm going to bring HR part to this thing also, is that when you have a family, such a big family who look up to you or who expect financial dependence from you, they can claim for your monies even at your employer when you die. You know that there's something called factual dependence, and people do not understand what factual dependency is. Because if you support your mom and your mom gives your sister money every month, your sister can provide a proof that you were and now you were supporting them, that when they were financially dependent on you. And then when you die, they go and claim for your money. They take that 30% of the fund or 10% of the fund, because me, again, I don't even have kids. So I can't even say, I've nominated my kids. Yes, I've nominated my little brother and stuff. But it's like they can claim for that money because they feel that they're entitled to it, because when you allow them, you enable that behavior in them. But immediately you put your foot down, it will all stop, guys. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They can be fine. It's just that when you're allowing them to treat you the way they're treating you. So yeah, that is my 2 cents.
Thank you so much, Sis Nono. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have hit it. You have hit it. You have hit it. But Machos was a putty. Was
I'm still sick.
not with that whispering voice when we know your real voice, please, sir.
Sanibonani njani?
How are you, sir?
Great mfethu. Black
Yeah.
text, no? Hey, yeah, angiyazi mina.
Yeah.
I hear abantu abaningi bakhala ngayo. Kodwa I'm lucky ukuthi maybe ngiphuma efamilini esharp. You know what I mean? So both parents kahle kahle they take us, me and my brother, basihlalisa phansi bathi Mama Landa asinizalelanga for ukuthi ni kube indaba ukuthi kumele nisibhadale cha. Andizange nicele ukuthi nisifuna ukuza yithi sinilethe la. So umsebenzi wethu ukuthi kumele protecte, kumele sinikhulise until age of 18, then age of 18 ukuthi uyaphuma wenzani. But ngicela ubaba wathi kithi ngicela ningalinge futhi uhambe uyofuna i-loan ebank ukuthi uzokhulisa indlu eyami lendlu akuseyakho eyami la kukini mara la kukwami. So mina into engicela abafana bami ukuthi hambani, ngifuna ukusala nomfazi wami la, ngifuna ukuhamba ngcono, hambani nowakha eyeni imizi. You understand ngisho kanjani? So asitela kanjalo ubaba naye uma wathi hambani wakha owenu umuzi. So if wena uzothatha imali ebank uyowakha nini umuzi wakho? Because of kumele wakhele usisi ozohlekisana nayo umuzi naye athi kukwami la. You understand? Into engayenza bokusho baba bafana bami ngeza ngithi hey man yazi mamela man, hey this month mama yena ufuna ngimkhiphe ene angikho right. So it's when I can able to say man time, hey man bamba so mara yokuthi it's a must, no, but leyo nje bayengaba nje kuthiwa nje hey no mamelani bafana bami ningalinge, because of I think ukuthi for me it is ngathini let's asibheke ngabantu abamhlophe.
Okay.
Mele ibe kanjalo ukuthi mawucala uthi 18 you need to let go umntwana. You see now black text ibuyisa ukuthi awukwazi nokuhambisa umntwana because awukwazi ukuyekela umntwana because of uthembe ukuthi hey mina angingondle mina ngenzeni cha. You understand? It was not my job ukuthi wena ungilethe ngizange ukuthi ngithi ungilethe emhlabeni hayi cha hayi no. So I'm lucky ukuthi both parents they said githi hey mamelani asifuni malini. Yeah, and as long ngisaphila ngisasenezandla nenyawo ngisazozenzela lo muzi ngwakhe no mina no mama wakho. So nina wena umsebenzi hamba no wakho wena umuzi thatha ingane yabantu hlali naye mawuhluleka ubuye kusekhaya come back uzokhokha amandla then phuma hambe futhi noma ngishilo ngathi mina la ukuhlala nomfazi wami ngiyo. And which is true. End of the day, we need to let go abantwana. We zala abantwana ukuthi kusasa bakhule babe ne life yabo. End of the day usala uyi-one. You understand ngisho kanjani? So for me, I'm lucky. Then that's my take. It should be like that. I'm sorry to people who paying black tax. And again, one more thing. And uma wati, you guys, your brothers, akumelanga oyi-1 ezazoboleka imali kuwe because of, and you are not forced ukuthi kumele umnike imali. No, no. Wena uhambe oyenza ingane zakho ngaphandle, so you need to stand up for ingane zakho, akusinkinga yethu. We understand? Ungeza uthi hey bengicela, it's not a forced ukuthi mina ngikunikeze because of kusasa ngizocabana ukuthi ya maribafo ngikunike 100,000 yami and umfazi ngathi sikhathi endlini awutshelanga umfazi kile. Yabona ukuthi manje ngithoka inkinga yami manje.
Yeah.
Ngithi angihelpa ubafo wasekhaya. Ubafo akasakhona ukubuyisa imali. So ke problem. Sengithe inkingeni emshadweni wami ngenxa yakho. So uma wathi kithi no, don't even think about it. Mndoda, as long as aseneyinyawo nezandla namehlo, hamba. Then ubuye uhlale phansi uwenza meeting with emanazi emshadweni wami kukanje nakanje. And ungezi kingi. Khuluma namadoda. Hlale namadoda phansi ukhulume nabo. Then bona nice mayikhona ikho, mayingekho hayi mfana kithi hayi. Hamba ukhuluma nomfazi wakho. Yeah, that's my take. Ngiyabona.
Danko Majozi, danko. Yeah. Hola, come through, mama.
Sanbonani.
How are you?
Very well, thanks. And how are you?
Top Togozil.
So like I said on my typing that unfortunately I can't relate to those who play back to those who
Pay tax.
let tax, yes. And it's not even because of my mom is well off, she is not.
Yeah.
My mom was a domestic worker for many years, and she took care of my. So I went and I stayed with my aunts, and she raised my brother, my Ilasponya Sekai. And when I came back, when I was working and staying with her, she said to me, "Sisi, yimbilo yamle. This is my life, and I am not expecting you uba undo nyule where I am. I am living this life based on how I chose or because of the decisions that I made along the way. So now when you are starting your life as a young girl, and I am glad to be able to look at you doing the things for yourself okwaziyo uzenzela zona without asking me for help." And then it came to, and then I got pregnant. And then when I got pregnant, she came to me and then she said, "I am not going to ask for imali epambeneyo to these people, abazoza apha endlini, because it's not like you were violated. You agreed to this activity. Therefore, you are going to. I am just doing it because yinto eyenziwayo. Otherwise, if I could, I wouldn't ask for anything from them." Okay, they came and then they did that damages thing that they do. And then guy said, "Okay, now I want to lobola." And my mother said, "Sisi, this is what he is saying. How much do you think we should want?" And I said to my mom, "Remember that we are still going to start a life with this person. So therefore, don't ask for any ridiculous amount." So honestly, my mom has been that type of a person, and it's amazing ukuthi agana lutho. It's not like she has like a huge amount of money that comes into her, and even if we give her money, because she's not working now, she's old, so now when we give her money, like ubonga abonge no 300 rand, and she's thankful from the bottom of her heart. You can feel ukuthi eish, this person uyabonga ngempela. And she would, it's so me and my husband made it a monthly thing ukuthi like we will send her money, so every month she calls about yo ingenile bantwana bami imali enkosi. And my husband on the other side is like, yo, she's going to phone again konje now. And I'm like, yes, and please do take the call or do respond to the text, because to her shame, it's a lot, even if Tina, we can dim it as a small amount, but yeah, now she sees a lot and it's enough. So there's the other parent. The other parent is one of the ones that want black tax. But because I am a very upfront person, I'm a very vocal person, I had communicated ukuthi Gogunye, when I was staying with him, I was like, Gogunye, I'm not able to reach because ezinye izinto wena ozifunayo ukuthi mina ngizenze zingaphezu kwamandla wami. You know, and njengoba zingaphezu kwamandla wami, my dad also was not working but working at church, and he used to get he gets like a certain amount, which is not a lot, and I was working. It was my first job, so he would expect that I take care of him and my younger sister. So when I then was not employed anymore, he then started being funny to a point yoguti. I came back from church one Sunday, and then my sister said, he said he must not find you here. I still don't know to this day what was the reason for that. But when I got home, my mom said to me, I am thankful ukuthi awubalekelanga khabo mfana, but you knew that there is another home where you are welcome. So abafani, abazali, abanye, yes, they feel like you owe them. And as they did say, I think Ngunono said that it's more, or Precious who said it's mental when because it's abuse, even though ungashaywa, but abuse esebenza ngengqondo yakho, because now you feel like you are trapped in this situation because of abantu ebenza abantwana. But then nathi, if we are looking, and we are being honest, if we are looking at the trend ngale ndlela esenza ngayo abantwana lately, nathi if asibhekanga, we will end up like abazali bethu wanting abantwana bethu to take care of us because we starting ngezinto zokugcina. Honestly, there's no rush in giving birth. You can wait, especially if you know that you're not stable, especially if you know ukuthi you won't have the resources to take care of them. But if we continue at this rate, we will still have our kids complaining about having to pay black tax because they feel like they owe us, and no, they don't. They don't, and instead they can just take us to maintenance court if asibanakekeli because owakho kufuneka umnakekele, and we carry on and do things that we should be waiting before we do. But otherwise, guys, let's go to therapy and heal from the wounds that our parents have created unknowingly so, and ezinye ke bayazi ukuthi bayasilimaza, but they continue doing them.
Alrighty. Well said, Kala. Thank you so much for bringing in that perspective. Much appreciated. I only have 5 minutes left. Paladi and Senzi. You're gonna have to split that one. So be brief. 1 minute. If you're gonna go more, 1 minute 30 seconds. That's just about it. Paladi, come through, mama.
All right. What I want to say is that for those who are paying black tax, you have to look at your commitments. You have to look at your budget and understand what is it that you can be able to afford. For instance, if your parents are not working, I think it's very important that you look after them if you can, but you don't have to go all out and take everything that you have and pay. What exactly it is that they need. They need to have electricity, water, and some food. And if they have their own place, then if they have shelter, then that's fine. You are doing what you can to look after your parents. And if you've got older siblings, you have to do your best to assist them, but you know the story. Teach them how to fish. Make sure that they go out there, they hustle themselves, and they look for something to work. But don't overextend yourself. So at the end of the day, right now, we are the ones that are parenting. We are the ones that are growing up, who are raising children. So let's get rid of that mentality and change the story. We don't have to overexert ourselves as well. And I'm talking from experience as an adult who has made bad financial decisions. Because I've made bad financial decisions, I shouldn't expect for my children to cover for those. And most importantly, I want them as they go out there to start properly. If I wanted to stay in a mansion and I've made bad investments and stuff like that, I can't stay in the mansion, but let them have an ability to build the life that they want, so that at least for generation there can be wealth. But if we continue to get them to say, now you must buy me a car, now obviously if they make it enough that they are able to, they can. But if not, we should be content with what we have, and we must discuss finances with our children. So I think it should start with us as we go forward. What happened previously, it has happened. Is some of our parents, they did not have anything, and some of the kids, they have to look after their parents, and some of the parents, I understand, are difficult in such a way that even if a daughter and a son say, no, I've got an extra room in my house, can you come stay with us so that we can at least bear the cost, and the parents are unreasonable. Or some parents are expecting them to pay for the uncle's weddings and things that have no business to do with them. So those are the things that you can stand and say, you know what, I'm not going to pay. But at the end of the day, if you must, if they are really in need, please do allocate some money for it, because we are paying tax one way or the other. If I'm not looking after my parents, there's going to be some friends that will be asking for money. There's going to be, we are paying tithes at church and all these other things. So in some way or the other, we are paying tax. So let's look at which things that we should really pay tax on, and be content with that.
Much appreciated, Piladi. Yeah, yo, guys, I'm gonna try and summarize and close. When we are having children, let's first understand why we are having children. You are building generations, and we are hoping that you are speaking good things over those generations. You have a vision for those generations. I will try and go back to the Bible as an example. When we speak of Abraham and the promises that he got and everything else, there was a vision around a generation and generations to come after that, for that matter. So it's very important that we build and literally build generations and speak life into those generations, and we have a vision that we can communicate to our children so that they can carry it on into these generations. Two, because you're building generations, you want them to be well taken care of. They shouldn't be feeling like now they must take care of you and whatnot. Know that because you are building a generation here, you are responsible for taking care of this generation. You don't want now this generation to fail because they must now take care of you. So once you have the vision correct, do it accordingly. On top of that, let's be the parents that we are talking about here, that don't have to burden our kids. We make plans. If you can take and some form of insurance, put in some retirement annuity on the side outside of the company one. This money is set for you to be in an old age home, by yourself, or to, that you can pay for yourself. There are things that there are these financial packages that you can do to ensure that you're not a burden to your own kids. And it does not have to be much. You can save 50 rands every month or whatever it is that grows into something. Let's do that. When it's said that when we say and we speak about paying black tax, we should be agreeing that it shouldn't even be black tax. I don't know, we should find a positive name for it, but you're taking care of your families. I will not stand here and say that taking care of your parents is not a blessing. I am fortunate also that I don't need to, my parents spoke exactly like Majosi spoke, exactly like Carla did, and I don't need to pay anything at home. And however, I make it my duty to go to my parents and be like, hey, Nancy, this much that I'm able to do, and I kneel before them and I give them this money and I demand that they bless me. Because our parents have been given this mandate to take care of us, to channel our destinies in directions that we ourselves can speak into. And I had to teach my own parents to do that. That when I come before you and I'm bringing in a gift, it can be money, it can be whatever. They know that they never ever take anything without releasing a blessing into my life. So they have a thing adiate tso ras banban, adiate tso ras Sekgothudi, because that's the blessing they speak, and I don't take it lightly. And definitely my territories are opening, my territories are expanding. So that's something that I will not stand here and say that there's no blessing in taking care of your parents, honoring your parents. There are many ways in doing that. And when you do, communicate it that this is you taking care of them, this is you honoring them. Because sometimes it's taken for granted when you think you're doing it, they are not taking it as it is. I think Peladi was saying that, if you can teach your family or siblings, do a business for them, communicate that you're doing a business so that you don't need to take care of them. So if they're not making this business work, you are not going to step in, so that they know they must cherish it. Because if you're just doing it, they're just taking it as a gift and then that's it. So let's strike a balance. Let's have the communication. Teach your parents to speak. Teach them. You're gonna have to teach them these things because they were never taught. They were never practiced where they come from. You know better. It becomes your responsibility to do that, so that everyone can understand where we are going and we can build a better society. And with that, guys, thank you so much, all of you in the panel. Thank you for all of you who have, came through and followed us. We are here Monday to Friday, 20:10. And we listen to Ask a Man, and we have Talk to Me in Dwana. So please send your request for a topic if you have one. Let's discuss it. Tomorrow there will be someone else. I won't be around. Have yourself a great day. Have a great weekend, because I doubt I'll be here tomorrow. And yeah, let's do great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. The live will be uploaded as soon as it's there. You can go, take notice of all these great advices that were given. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.